Marusanda Amado. Tonight, I'm here with
Akosia Oche.
And coming up over the next 90 minutes, NPP and NDC supporters continue to clash over the branding of heavy-duty equipment and the government's district road infrastructure project known as DRIP. Tonight, we are in Gomoa West, where the latest clash took place. Also coming up, Attorney General's Department works to extradite former Maslow CEO Ferdinand Tamaklo, who was sentenced in absentia but has been outside the country since. And later on Eyewitness News, Citi FM and Channel 1 continues with the Stop Galamsey Now campaign started 7 years ago but now improved to say hashtag I stand against Galamsey. Stay with 97.3 Citi FM for more on this and many other stories on Eyewitness News. And in business,
Ghana to lose over $50 million as revenue if EU places ban on export of produce from the country due to ongoing illegal mining.
That's in 15 minutes from the City Business Desk. Eyewitness News is live across Ghana on a number of affiliate stations, including the ones in the Upper West region, namely Tungsung Radio 97.3 in Wa and Jirapa 96.1 FM, also in the Upper West region. In Upper East on Tanga 93.7 FM in Bolga. In Northern Regional Radio Bimbila 91.9 FM. In the Volta region Revival 99.3 FM in Tajevu. In the Ashanti region on Focus 94.3 FM in Kumasi. And in Kumasi as well on Orange 107.9 FM. In the Ahafo region, we are live on Hames Radio 106.5 FM in Goso. Bono region, we are live on Greener 95.9 FM in Sunyani. And in the Western region, we are on Beach 105.5 FM in Takrady and Sky Power 93.5 FM. Eyewitness News is live from number 11, Dr. Martin Loop in Adabraka in Accra. As we build up towards the elections, the voters register has become a subject of controversy. The NDC says the voter register ought to be audited. The Electoral Commission says that should not happen. The party has scheduled tomorrow for a nationwide demonstration. The Ghana Police Service, which is in charge of maintaining internal peace and order, has agreed to that demonstration to provide security. But ahead of that, the Director in charge of Police Public Affairs, ACP Grace Ansan Akrove, is currently addressing the media. I want us to go straight to the police headquarters to hear what the police preparation is.
Through Seshri Drenase, through Forestry, through ECG Road, to terminate at the regional office of the EC. In the Eastern region, Koforidua, the demonstration will begin at the Koforidua Prisons Park, through Estate Junction, through Estates Junction, B Foster Traffic Light, YK Traffic, New Drabin South Municipal Assembly Junction, PWD Crossroad 1, PWD Crossroad 2, Agatha Market Junction, Electoral Commission Junction to the EC office. In OT region, Dambai, the agreed routes are as follows: NDC Party Office, Principal Streets, GBC Roundabout, Fire Service Station, Gateway, to terminate at EC office in Kwanta. In Northeast region, Nalerugu, the demonstration will begin at the Nalerugu Senior High entrance through Y Junction, Baptist Medical Center Junction, Nairi Palace, Nalerugu Police Barracks Junction, Nobia FM Junction will be the termination points. So these are the routes that have been agreed between the police service and the organizers in all the 16 regions of the country. I wish to add that the organizers of the demonstration have been duly notified of their responsibilities under Section 3 of the Public Order Act 1994, Act 491. And I would like to take a moment to read those responsibilities for our attention. Section 3 of the Public Order Act 1994, Act 491, and I quote, responsibility of organizers and other persons. 1. Where at any special event, any damage is caused to any public property, the organizers or any other persons found to have been responsible for the damage caused shall be liable to pay the costs of the damage. 2. Any person taking part in a special event shall obey the directions of police officers, safeguarding the proper movement of other persons and vehicles and generally maintaining order. 3. Any person taking part in a special event shall conduct himself in such a manner as to avoid causing confusion, disorder, or the obstruction of traffic. And these rules have been duly brought to the attention of the organizers. The organizers have also been informed that they have a duty to abide by all other laws, since they will be held responsible for any breaches. We would like to urge the organizers and also all participants in this demonstration to adhere to these arrangements and ensure full compliance of laws and all regulation. Now, our assurance to the good people of Ghana, the general public, we would like to once again give our assurance that the police will ensure the maintenance of security, law, and order throughout the period of the exercise and beyond. Thank you very much for your attention. We look forward to meeting you on the field. Unfortunately, because of time, we won't take questions. Tomorrow, I'll meet you at the demonstration grounds, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you might have. Thank you so much for coming. And once again, our sincerest apologies for the late start.
So you've heard there the Director of Police Public Affairs, ACP Grace Ansan Ankrofi, speaking to the media about, well, it's a press briefing about the preparedness of the police service for the protection of demonstrators from the NDC stock scheduled for tomorrow. The National Democratic Congress, the largest opposition party, has scheduled tomorrow for a nationwide demonstration, and that demonstration is to protest the demand for the auditing of the voters register, which auditing the Electoral Commission has maintained is unnecessary. The NDC plans to demonstrate across the country's 16 regions, and the police administration that you've heard outlining the approved routes with the leadership of the party. Let's speak to Mustafa Gbande. He is Deputy General Secretary of the party, the NDC, in charge of operations. Mustafa, you're welcome to Eyewitness News. I don't know if you managed to catch that live press briefing by the police there, but if you did not, or whether or not you did, are you adding them with the police on how you're proceeding tomorrow?
Well, I have not heard of what the police have said, but I do know that subsequent to our meeting with the police on the arrangements for the route, with respect to Greater Accra, which is the seat of government, obviously, they've agreed with us on the route. We are going to use that route. The demonstration starts at 7 a.m. and terminate without recourse to any time but at the office of the Electoral Commission. I don't think that beyond that the police have anything to do. Theirs is to ensure that they give us enough protection, as long as we do not violate what the Order Act says. We do not violate the agreement we've had with the police with respect to peace and order. We are actually going to walk like tortoise. We walk slow so that Ghanaians who are even blind, Ghanaians who are disability, but have a vote, can join that demonstration. If it takes us 2 days, if it takes us 3 days, we will walk as slow as possible that will take us to the Electoral Commission peacefully. Once we are not in violation of that law, I don't think that the police will be at variance or at any issue with the police, loggerheads with the police. We also do know that our brothers from the MPP intended to let some people wear our, T-shirts to come and pretend as if they are part of demonstrators, cause trouble so that we'll get a bad name. We wouldn't wait for the police to deal with such acts. We ourselves would detail our security guys to deal with such threats the way it deserves if it shows its head. Because the NDC and the people of Ghana intends to embark on a very peaceful demonstration. A peaceful demonstration that manifests our disgust and enforce the call for a cleanup or an audit of our voters' register. If anybody covertly arranges to come and perpetrate an illegality in that demonstration, we will deal with that person with any force that we can marshal at that level so that we do not take a bad name home. But we can assure the police that will be in full cooperation with their orders as long as they don't take the law into their own hands. Because we do know that some elements have been mixed up through the police. So even the police we have been neutralized with invisible forces. If they decide to take the law into their own hands to abuse our people, we have no choice than to defend ourselves. But as long as those lines are drawn, I don't think that tomorrow is an issue.
So where's the starting point?
We start at Kwame Nkrumah Circle, and then we go through National Theatre, and then we go through Parliament House, come back, and then to Electoral Commission. But of course, there's no time to it. So like I told you, we are going to try and address as many as about 100 mini rallies during this demonstration. And so it's going to really be a very slow-paced demonstration. Let the police themselves carry their own water and food, because we are not going to finish early. We are going to take our time and walk as we can walk. Nobody is going to force anybody with speed to go and submit a letter and go home. We are with the demonstration until we get to the Electoral Commission headquarters. I think that is what we agreed with the police.
Who are the key persons joining you on the demonstration tomorrow? Is the former president joining you?
The people of Ghana who have the right to vote. Tomorrow's demonstration is not about President John Dramani Mahama. It is not about the NDC. It's about the people of Ghana who do not trust the Electoral Commission. The people of Ghana who constituted the survey of the Afro-Barometer survey, who do not trust the Electoral Commission. The people of Ghana whose names have been illegally transferred. The people of Ghana who went for exhibition and their names were transferred to other constituencies where they are not from. Plus, the number of people who believe that coups are not necessary at this time. Civil unrest is not necessary. The only way to vote a bad government out is through a voting process. Those people who are threatened that Jin Mensah and Boss Manasari in particular will not give them the chance to manifest that right, that civil right, they will join us tomorrow. The people who believe that President Akufo-Addo's appointment of Amfu Kwachi's, Mr. Kwachi's son, to be a consultant of the IP, knowing very well his long-standing relationship with Mr. Kwachi from UK, and we'll talk about the story behind it one day, from UK, to go and make that person a consultant to the Electoral Commission. Those who believe that justice and fairness will not prevail as far as the Electoral Commission system remains an audit will join us, including journalists like yourself, who believe that we are we will destabilize this country if we don't get the referee for our national elections to exhibit professionalism, to exhibit transparency, to exhibit free and fair process that is understandable by every Ghanaian. It is not just NDC. Tomorrow, MPP can win an election and decide that because we have a commission that is unprofessional, they would argue that we have won. NDC can lose and say that we have won because the Electoral Commission will have loopholes. That is a danger we possess. If today, Electoral Commission DVD machines are being sold in the marketplace as mobile phones, then your guess will be as good as mine If today they lie to all of us that the district officer in Pusiga is able to transfer data illegally at the headquarters, which is a very fact lie, dishonesty exhibited by commissioners of the Electoral Commission, then any other person can manipulate our election and choose a president of us. Here we are as a political party. We have vowed that as we stand today, unlike 2020, where President Akufo-Addo allegedly emerged as a winner of a fraudulent election, we will not have another fraudulent, election that will produce a president in 2024. Nobody will be a president of Ghana to preside over all of us over a flawed election. That election must be won clean. That process must be transparent. That process must be in accordance with law. That is the only guarantee. Besides that, I think that Ghana is at crossroads. And the people who matter should all raise their voice. The pastors who are running away from the truth should speak at this time, because they speak on behalf of the people of Ghana. The elders, the statesmen of our country, the fathers of this nation must speak. If we sit...
Hello, Mustafa.
We will not... Can you hear me?
Yeah, I lost you briefly there, but you're back on track.
I'm saying that if we allow Jane Mensah, a Bosman Asare, to undermine the stability of this nation, we will not blame MPP, we will not blame NDC. We will blame the ones who ought to speak, but yet they kept quiet. Because we are all seeing that these two people are leading us to a path of destruction. Because in as much as their systems are compromised, they are not even exhibiting professionality. They are not exhibiting neutrality. They are not exhuming themselves from political influence. At all intents and purposes, they are under a fraudulent intention to manipulate and commit electoral fraud. That is dangerous for this country. That is dangerous for the democracy of this country. Okay. That is dangerous for the peace and stability of this country.
Very well. So,
and NDC will not be blamed if we land ourselves in chaos.
So at the Electoral Commission headquarters, I presume you have a petition to submit. Do you have anybody you have agreed to deliver this petition to, or whoever picks it up would be okay for you? And what happens next?
They can choose to run away. But if they do not listen to the demonstration, I think that at some point we'll have to narrow them into the risk they are exposing all of us to, where we would have to make a supplementary demonstration to now head to their private bungalows to demonstrate at Jane Mensah's residence, where her children and her husband and her family will now have to be exposed to the risk they are exposing the people of Ghana to. That is where we will get to at step 2. Bosman Asare and his children and his family will now have to be exposed to the kind of risk they are exposing Ghanaians to, because no lives to be lost because of corrupt commissioners of Electoral Commission. Nobody's life should be lost because we failed to do the right thing.
Mustafa, I would urge you to tone down on the allegation of corruption, which you have no evidence of.
No, I have evidence. I have evidence that
the commissioners
have manipulated. They have manipulated who is in charge of the Electoral Commission.
You said the commissioners.
The 7 commissioners.
No, yes.
Good.
Mustafa, you said they are corrupt commissioners. And when you say corruption of what? The mind, the body, money? Which kind of corruption?
Well, if you preside over a corrupt process, you are as well corrupt.
Very well.
The current process we have is very corrupt, because I'm telling you, it is not possible for a director in Pusiga to transfer data from the headquarters. It's impossibility, but yet they are lying. That is deceit. That is deception.
Okay.
That is a lie.
Are you sure you can get the numbers in the regions too? Nationally, yes, we usually measure demonstration by numbers. What's your plan with the regions? Is that also coming as planned, or you have...
All of them. The whole country, we are on demonstration. And the number doesn't matter. We know that well-meaning Ghanaians will join us. What is even more frustrating is the silence of the MPP. MPP that is going into an election to break the 8th. We have a compromised provisional voters register, yet they have lost their voice in this country. You don't even think that they are in power. They are not speaking.
Mustafa, when they were in opposition, they were against this very register. They went on a demonstration, talked about letting their votes count. It resulted in violence. One person was injured. I think one person was reported. I don't remember the history immediately. At the time you were comfortable with the register. The tables have turned now. You are uncomfortable with the register. They are pretty tight-lipped. Is that not the same thing? There are many people who hold a view that it's a cyclical problem that the two parties keep foisting on Ghanaians.
Well, granted that equity protects the vigilant, that those in opposition will always call for tighter accountability and transparent processes. The people we should be calling to speak out today are the members of the National Peace Council who had a voice in 2016 but do not have a voice today because they are supposed to be the fathers of the land. Where are their voices? In 2016, the Peace Council joined the call for an audit. The register was audited. 2012, it was same. What has happened? What facts have changed? What facts have changed? Is it because MPP is in power? So they've lost their voices? What has changed? That we are even today, we are even having more compelling, more revealing evidence that the register is compromised. We have demonstrated that they have illegally transferred people from places to other places without their consent. We have shown that they have deleted people's names without their consent. We have demonstrated all that. We have also shown that the recent arrest that was effected where somebody was selling DVD machines was arrested by NDC operatives. Okay, we have shown that evidence. We have also shown that the commission is incompetent to answer 35 questions, technical, inventory questions that will lead to how the BVR machines got lost in their own custody. We have demonstrated that. We have demonstrated that the Electoral Commission is incompetent by using Quora to project figures. We have demonstrated that. We have also demonstrated that MPP, members are being appointed onto the commission of the Electoral Commission. Apiaje is one of them. Another lady who is a commissioner is one of them. Bosman Asari is a patron of the MPP. He is not neutral. Then the worst of it is Amfo Kwache, Mr. Kwache's son, who is now a consultant to the IT department. Haven't we shown enough reasons why we should be more worried? Haven't we shown enough compelling reasons why we should have a process that is credible and reliable for an election? Now, they tell you and I that a director in Pusiga have succeeded in transferring people illegally. The same way some fraudsters will sit somewhere and manipulate and interfere with our election system and choose a president for us if we don't audit the process, because the people in place are incompetent. They are jokes. They are not serious to their job.
Very well.
We have shown that. Today, as we speak, the Electoral Commission has not been able to tell the people of Ghana how many people registered in the 2 limited registration exercises that we did. They have not been able to tell us. We have demanded for special voters register. They've not been able to produce that. We have, demanded for transfer list. They haven't been able to produce that. What else do we do? Why are the fathers of the nation quiet? Why is everyone that matters quiet? Do we have to go to war because of an election? Do we have to sit down for a small group of people to undermine the security, the stability, the development, the growth of this nation? Do we have to sit down? No. That is why the NDC is calling for an audit so that we can do away with all this nuisance of conflict, nuisance of confusion, nuisance of chaos that is ahead of us in 2024.
Thank you so much for speaking
Thank you very much.
Thank you. That's Mustafa Agbande. He is Deputy General Secretary of the NDC in charge of operations, speaking to us about the plan for tomorrow's demonstration, nationwide demonstration by the NDC to protest what it calls the unclean register, or the register that it does not trust going into the election of 2024. The Electoral Commission has maintained that that particular electoral rule is in good health. Akusia, we have other stories related to that, don't we?
Yes, the president of Imani Africa, Franklin Kujo, has called on religious leaders and National Peace Council to intervene in getting the Electoral Commission to audit the voters' register to renew confidence in the electoral process. On speaking to City News, Franklin Kujo urged various interest groups to join calls for an audit into the voters' register.
This Electoral Commission is legendary when it comes to telling lies, being fraudulent in their procurement processes, and just deceiving everybody else. If you remember what they did to SAR, you are running a risk if you see clear violations of electoral rules, and you believe them that they alone would actually solve it. And in this case, it's a clear case of they telling you that, yes, we caused a problem deliberately because some of the officers did that. And now they are the ones telling you that, be assured, go and sleep, we'll solve it. If you do that, you are running a huge risk. It is in order to be asked for. Why? The so-called elders in this country, those religious leaders and peace council people, maybe they should start talking to the EC. What hurts is when someone is so incompetent and doesn't even understand the reason to cooperate as well. So I think those are the other means we should explore. Otherwise, I really don't. They are seriously. The reason why I'm saying that these interest groups should be called upon to do that is because they've decided not to listen to anybody. They don't listen to anyone. So for me, I think it's national. It should be a national call. But beyond that, specific individuals, organizations, peace councils, religious groups, they should speak some sense into their head.
That was voice of President of Policy Think Tank Imani Africa, Franklin Kujo.
Eyewitness News. Be there as it happens.
Hi, Aku. I just got the estimate for the home repairs. It's more than we expected. I'm really stressed about where to find the money.
Why worry, Musa? You are a salaried worker. Haven't you heard about the GCB personal loan promo? They can give you up to 700,000 Ghana cedis in less than 24 hours at a significantly reduced interest rate and fees.
Really? This sounds exciting, but is it easy to apply?
Super easy. Skip the stress. Get the cash with the GCB personal loan promo with a 1-month repayment holiday. Just visit a GCB bank branch near you or call 0302-634-922. Toll free 0800-422-422. No hassle, no stress.
Wow, I just got a notification. The loan is already in my account. That was fast.
Skip the stress and get the cash you need with GCB personal loan. Visit a branch near you today. Terms and conditions apply. GCB Bank, your bank for life.
Oh, jump on now. Go. Ugomi, at what time will you come back where I don't hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car?
No, I not change my car. It be the same right. It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Extradition premium fuel fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so.
This is the type of fuel where they want to. Because now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir.
Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they bust my mind says be the 3-in-1 action, no? Extradition they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open there.
Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel?
Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you.
Hey, then make a finish my gobe fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why your hand my gobe inside?
I give you info. Make a fill the gobe too small.
Go, the go.
Extradition is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Extradition. Choose Extradition, choose quality.
Hey, is that Cuckoo? Hey, you've grown into a big boy, oh.
Even Momo is 15 years old.
It still feels like yesterday when we were fumbling with cash and worrying about the way money moves.
Say it again. Now I send money to my AC in the village, pay bills, save money, loans so kakra, investment kakra, at the Momo app.
How do you think I get the small coins from my bugger pack?
To celebrate 15 years of Momo, you too can win awesome prizes in the Momo at 15 Rewards promo. Just download the new My Momo app, continue to transfer and make payments, and you could be one of the 15 lucky winners of 15,000 Ghana cedis and 150 lucky winners of 1,500 Ghana cedis each. So, Ghana, keep celebrating Momo at 15. Offer runs from now till November. T's and C's apply. MTN.
Let your voice be heard on Eyewitness News on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag Eyewitness News.
You're welcome back. This is Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM. We are coming to you from our studios in Adabraka in Accra. We are also around the globe on citinewsroom.com. We are interactive. Join us with your messages on WhatsApp 0549 986 996 0549 986 996. I want you to listen to something that happened today. Chaotic, right? Well, that's the situation this afternoon in the Gomoa West constituency of the Central region. It is one of many places that witnessed clashes between NPP and NDC members. I'm actually looking at the video that was captured from there, and I see a young man clearly holding what looks like a kitchen knife. I see police trying to, bring the place to order. But people are holding all manner of weapons. Someone is even using a red triangle. I don't know if he's intending to use that to whack somebody. But yes, it is. I've seen in the background a huge vehicle, a tanker parked, and then there are police. There are NPP branded pickup trucks. Now, what is happening is that we are told that this clash is between NDC and NPP supporters over the government's DRIP equipment that have been delivered, the district road infrastructure improvement projects, vehicles that have been deployed across the country. It has happened in several areas in the past. Today was the turn of Gomoa West for the clash. Richard Jan is the NDC Member of Parliament for Gomoa West. Honorable, you're welcome to Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Mario.
Were you there when what I'm describing now happened?
Okay, so in the first place, I would like to take this opportunity to extend my regards to your viewers and listeners. Yes, I was there. I witnessed everything that happened there.
Did you witness or you were a participant?
So I witnessed what happened.
So what exactly happened? Did you invite your members to come and fight? Did you go there by accident? What happened?
Yesterday, I had information that today they would officially launch the DRIP project. The equipment. So I was even intended to come to Accra. I decided to wait because some of the chiefs even indicated they would also be coming. That would all take part in it, even though they did not officially invite me. But once it is an activity of the assembly, I'm a member of the assembly. So I decided to take part in it. However, later this morning, earlier this morning, we had information that they intend to brand the vehicles, the trucks, with the MPP. So I felt, because I must be very frank, about 2 weeks ago we had a rally, we had a walk, and then at the walk I made the statement, I don't want to see anybody peel off an MPP sticker or any of their billboard. When you do that, I will not support you. However, with the equipment that has come, if anybody sees that the MPP have posted their posters, you also have every right to also post that of the NDC because the government assets. So I made those pronouncements at a meeting. So this morning, when I went to the event early in the morning, around 9, they had not started. So I left for another program. So I went for a program with my secretary, my chairman, and then 2 other women organizers and 2 other executives. So when we got to the scene, I actually led the team because I was driving myself. When I got there, I realized that the cars were packed with stickers on it, and I knew there would be something to happen. So immediately I got down, I saw my guys, one of the guys who got down from the car, pick a sticker from his car and then was rushing. So I thought it was something that they would just paste it, and then it was not intended for what. But all of a sudden I could see this guy's coming from the other side with some holding machete and those things. So the guys, quickly there was a scuffle. So I even moved from my car, tried to go there and try to do some separation. People advised that I have to back off. I was even trying to make sure things settled. So at a point, there was a scuffle, and then we saw some of the chiefs even also stood up, and then they all left. But that was not the intended purpose. The intended purpose was for me to also attend the program, not myself alone. I also saw even assembly members, all the assembly members from in assembly who are on the NDC side or perceived to be NDC members were not invited for the program. But I believe that if the DRIP equipment is to be used, it should be used in respective electoral areas where assembly members are supposed to be involved. So that is how it happened. But I think what happened was very unfortunate. But the way they had actually carried it, I believe some of you, Mario, you guys know some of us, and how we conduct ourselves. They have just blown it out of proportion. I will just take this opportunity to apologize to Ghanaians that what happened was very unfortunate, which I think that it was needless, it shouldn't have happened. But what the news that is going around it, people wouldn't get it was not true. Even personally, I don't even work with even a policeman to talk of even work with a gun or machete or something. And then the videos are there. I just want anybody who, if they are able to prove that they even saw me even with anything, see, because people took video of me because I was wearing a kaftan and then trying to walk and then calm down. Of course, I even wanted to push out the people out so that we just move on, because at the point there was a much more heated argument. So I must say that I witnessed it and I was there.
So if you apologize, it means you should take responsibility for it. Would that work? Would it be fair to ask you to?
I will not take full responsibility.
But you take part. You take part responsibility.
This morning, yes, I do. Because this morning, my party issued a communique, was sent to the police commander. I received a message on WhatsApp as early as 6:30 from my party secretary has issued a letter, and I think I'll even send you a copy of the letter where the party was alerting the police that this is what the MPP intends to do. And they believe that with the tension this thing has brought in the other areas, if this thing should go on, it should also, there's the probability that this tension, similar incidents will happen in our constituency. So, and I was even there when the chief called me that they have also received a similar letter, and then they have even sent delegation to the DC that for them to come and for the program to be very peaceful and then they're successful. They have also advised that he even make sure that he doesn't post this. And this thing came to my attention after, so they said they have all spoken to him about it. So there was an earlier letter to that effect that this thing should not happen. We should all go there, acknowledge the program for it to be done successfully without any tension. Because the equipment is coming in to serve the people of the constituency, which, and at the end of it all, we all stand to benefit from it.
Very well. If you could kindly indulge me, I have the man who is contesting in the upcoming election on the other line. I want to hear his side as well of the story, if you do not mind. Okay, so that's the Member of Parliament for Gomoa West, Richard Jan. He's on the other line, NDC member. Let me speak to Bismarck Basie, not the parliamentary candidate, rather the District Chief Executive for Gomoa West, Mr. Bismarck Basie Income. He's joined us on the line. Sir, you're welcome to Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Omar.
So I was speaking there to the Member of Parliament who has explained the scuttle and his involvement, if there was any, and has apologized. I'm sure you would also have been at the event. From your side, where you stood, what did you see? What happened?
So, Omar, well, good evening to your cherished listeners. I must say that from the narration by the Member of Parliament, you yourself should be able to confirm that his actions were contemplated, well planned, and executed. So his apology can be taken with a pinch of salt. And I wish to explain myself further.
Please go ahead.
Yes. So these machines have come in, and at the national level, it has been exhibited to the whole of the country. Then I have my paramount chiefs. I have two paramount chiefs in Gomoa West and other chiefs who kept asking, when will our machines be ready? And I said, no, I will inform you. We will come and sit together when we have received the full set of the equipment. And so Friday last week, we received the full set of it. I called the paramount chiefs. We invited some chiefs. This was meant to be inspected by the chiefs and then unveiled for use, plausibly starting tomorrow. So the chiefs sat in public with the two paramount chiefs and other chiefs, quite a number of them, over 25 of our chiefs together with the paramount chiefs. So the program to exhibit the machines before them and to unveil it was ongoing. And from nowhere, this Member of Parliament that you just spoke to, Richard Jan, drove in a convoy led by him because he was driving by himself. His party chairman, Alhaji Kasim, was there. and his party secretary, Wompe, was there. Courtesy demands that once they go to the program, they will come and greet and then show some level of respect for the chiefs and the people of Gomoa that had gathered there. Nothing of that happened. The moment the MP got out of his car, he pulled a gun, and I want to confirm that he pulled a gun. He had a knife on him. His secretary had a chain on him. His chairman also was wielding some form of dangerous instrument. And this has resulted in the MP himself piercing through the ears of one of the operators of the machine, which has resulted in serious injury. As I speak to you right now, the gentleman is in the hospital. I took him to the police station, lodged a formal complaint. He has been given the medical sheet for him to be able to go to hospital and take good care of himself. And I have lodged a formal complaint for the arrest of Richard Jan. One, he was not invited to the program. The program was not meant for him. He came in and disrupted it. All the chiefs got up and went their various ways because they were afraid for their life. This is the member of parliament that we voted for, that has no regard for paramount chiefs and chiefs of the people of Gomoa West. And Omaru, I would want you to do a good job by speaking to these two paramount chiefs and other chiefs that were present at the program. To be very honest with you, the police commander was present at the program. And we have taken the knife that the MP was holding. Unfortunately, the gun belongs to him. He put it back in his pocket. Everything that happened is on video. And we have given the exhibit to the police. So I have lodged a formal complaint. We cannot sit down for an honorable member of parliament, somebody we stood in the sun and voted for, to exhibit this langadism and this hooliganism and to show disrespect to the people of Gomoa West. And I am happy that he has taken responsibility, because without his presence, this wouldn't have happened. And when you ask them, they tell you it's a national project. They have seen the presidential candidate posters on it. The question is, this MP, when he takes his common fund and he goes to buy mathematical set, he puts his picture on it. The question is, that money his money? Is it not public money? When he goes to rent a machine, equipment, grader, he puts his posters on it. Is it his money? When ex-President Mahama commissioned some few e-blocks, didn't he see his pictures all over? When the Ayalolo bus was brought into the country, the branding that cost 14,000 per bus, didn't he see the pictures of the president all over? This is not the first time this thing is happening. But I think the MP has gone too far by showing this level of disrespect. And apart from that, going ahead to disrupt a district program and then getting somebody injured. And as a dissect chairman, I have already lodged a formal complaint to the police that this MP should be arrested and prosecuted.
I see.
It doesn't matter whether he's a member of parliament or not. Okay. The law should be no respecter of any class of persons. Whether you are MP, whether you are president, whether you are DC, whether you are an ordinary citizen, the law should be able to deal with you squarely. And I want to confirm that you asked him several questions. And through his narration, he attempted to deny, but he came back to confirm that indeed he contemplated that action yesterday. He wrote a letter to the police this morning, and that they went ahead to execute that plan.
Okay.
They have told me what to do as a district chairman, and we are in Gomoa West District. A lot is going to happen. But for him, he will be arrested sooner or later.
Just a few things. Why didn't you invite him as a member of the assembly? He has a right to come for assembly meetings. But why didn't you invite him as a member of parliament who is a key stakeholder in the constituency to this event?
So that is also another lie. This program was not meant for assembly members. We did not invite any assembly member. And I want to repeat, we did not invite any assembly member. I have told you already, we did this because our chiefs, revered chiefs, kept asking, when are our machines going to be in? When are we going to see our machines? So this program was meant to assure the chief that Nanano, your machines are finally in. Come and see it. We wanted to show respect before we begin to use them.
Very well.
If the machines are going to be used, they will be used in their respective electoral areas. And there is no way that will be done without the knowledge of the assembly members.
I see. Now, is it true also that you had party posters on them, these vehicles that you took custody
Yes,
of?
my poster was there. I've just confirmed to you that even this MP, when I give him his common fund and he goes to buy mathematical set for JHS students, he puts his pictures on it.
Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that, but I just wanted to be sure whether it's true that you also had stickers, party posters.
Yes, we did it. I haven't denied that.
Okay.
And I want to take advantage of the good things that my government is doing. They say the government is not doing well. So why do you now all of a sudden want to post your posters on a vehicle belonging to a government that you say is not doing well?
Okay.
Then they should begin to clap for Akufo-Addo. They should now admit that this is a superior government than the government that they gave us in the last 16 years or so.
Just a few more things. There cannot be a clash if there aren't other parties who are fighting one party. If there was a clash, then it means that your members were also armed or they were fighting the NDC members. Is that what happened?
So we went for this program. We didn't think that this should happen in the first place. And we are not the police. We don't have a private security. It is the police that is in charge of everything. So this guy, this member of parliament right now on this line, he came with his constituency chairman as part of a gang. People who had contemplated coming to destroy, perhaps to kill. And that is why when we send you this video, you will see that his constituency secretary is wielding chains.
I'm looking at the video. Unfortunately, I'm not able to identify the people in there. Do you have any of the people in there that you can identify immediately?
There's a gentleman wearing green. I'm actually on the field right now. You know, I'm not a lazy person. I'm working to be able to win, not to go and cause mayhem. So as I speak to you, I am on the field doing house to house. I had to stop and then engage.
That's fine. I mean, I thought okay, that's fine. It's okay. We'll leave it. So the person wearing green is who?
He's the constituency secretary. Is
it the one wearing the smock? I see him holding a chain, like you said, and someone.
I am not watching video.
Yes.
Right
Yeah,
now.
I know. But since you already have seen it, there's someone.
Yes.
There's a gentleman wearing a short sleeve shirt, holding a kitchen knife, or what looks like a kitchen knife.
Also one of the tasks of the MP. This MP is going into hooliganism. He moves along with tax.
No.
People that we can describe them as langars.
He's on the other line. I'll ask him for this. I've seen another person with a sidearm, a pistol. Any idea who that is?
With a pistol?
Yes. Okay, well, if you haven't seen it, it's okay. That's fine. That's fine.
The only person that had a pistol with him this afternoon is this member of parliament that you are talking
He has said that he was not there with a gun, but I'll ask him. Thank you so much for speaking to us.
I will give you the police commander's contact. They all saw him.
No problem. Thank you. That's the district chief executive for Gomoa West, chairman of the security council there. That's Bismarck Bezi Income. Let me go back to the other line. Richard Jan is the MP for Gomoa West. Honorable Richard Jan, your DCE says you were engaging in hooliganism. You came with thugs. You engaged in thuggery. You were not invited. You were not supposed to even be there because it was not a district assembly event, and that you contemplated, you had an intent to commit a crime. Which crime you came to commit?
Okay, Umaru, I must say that what he's saying is just Air Force. I'm surprised he himself, he was because when I went there, I didn't see. It was later that I saw him granting interviews. All this information, because this unfortunate incident has happened, he just wants to just make some media attention, get some media attention.
Did you have a gun when you went there?
I don't. I think all those things, and I'm just telling you for a fact that.
No, just to be sure, because you said you have been captured on video. No. You said you didn't have a gun there.
That is what I'm just saying, that he has made a lot of. Oh, I have a gun.
Honorable.
At least,
Honorable Jan.
have been able to.
Honorable Jan.
You should prove that. I don't have a gun on me.
No, you did not have a gun there on you.
I didn't have a gun on me. Okay. I didn't have any weapon on me.
But I've seen people holding one holding a chain, one holding a knife. He says these are your thugs.
Let me explain a bit of the chain. When the guy went to paste it, and then the MPP guy attacked him, the secretary also went closer. Then they hit him with a stick. So he came back to his car. They also look for something to even, and then that is when the only thing he picked this change. So people just even calmed him down because everybody knows him not to be that. Let me say, he's not somebody to be seen in that state. So quickly, people called his attention, and he's even mentioning my chairman. My chairman was even there. My woman, they were trying to separate the scaffold. There was a scaffold. They had machete, all these things, but they all have pictures capturing all these things. So it is not true. The bit about the same person I was holding a knife, the same person I was holding a pistol, at least the videos they have captured should say me with any of it. I didn't go there with anything. I don't personally, I drive myself. Everybody in the constituency knows that I drive myself. Nobody even drives me. I don't work even with a policeman. I work with my secretary and maybe 2 of my young guys or 3 with me. And that's how I drive within the constituency.
Okay. So he has reported you to the police. Will you report yourself now that you've heard that you are needed?
Oh, but and I'm saying that the incident happened, the police commander was...
No problem, but that's on the ground. Will you go to the police station and say you've heard that the DC has reported you?
When they invite me, why not?
Very well. Okay, thank you.
When they invite me, I will actually...
Thank you for speaking to us. That's Honorable Richard Jan. But just before you go, in fact, this question I need to ask you. Are you not embarrassed that you are fighting over a vehicle that has been brought by a government you have described as not having done anything? Let me land with a question. The DC says even massets that you procure using your district assembly common fund, you put your photograph on it. What is wrong if the government puts their posters on vehicles they have imported under their administration to show that this is what they did? Is that former President Mahama had his photo on the Ayalolo bus, Metro Mass bus, even though there are other presidents on it, but his one was bigger, transforming life-changing Ghana or something like that. Are you not embarrassed that you are engaging in a scuffle over vehicles that were brought by the government to be used by the government agents in localities?
Okay, Omaro, let me be very frank with you. Some of those things, as you mentioned, some of the things that you mentioned, I have never done anything with my party colors on it. I have never done that before. And he can attest it, or he can even prove it. What's this one? We only ask that this thing should not be done because there was already tension. And within this period, there are a lot of things under current that people are looking at opportunities to explode it. That's why I'm saying that I think that I apologize because maybe I was present and this thing happened. That is where I am apologizing for. But I think that all that he's saying, they are false. They are not true. That one you can at least.
Okay.
There were media guys all over. So if I was wording that, I'll be bold enough to say that I was wording that. Or if I was wording the weapon. And I was I can even... I've seen one of the videos. I was showing you myself.
I moved on from the gun issue. I just wanted to know why you are fighting them for putting their candidates' poster on vehicles.
I wasn't fighting them. I said...
No, you said you would also put your posters because they put theirs. Meanwhile, they brought the thing. You didn't bring it. What's your problem?
That's what I'm saying. That when this thing came, I made the announcement that this thing is coming to Hubs. I was even encouraging people.
No problem. I'm saying that when you went, you said that your people went to put your posters also on it. I'm saying that it's not your thing. You don't know how they brought their thing. They've come to do their... Why do you put your posters?
You can't say that I don't know how this thing came. I'm a member of family.
Very well. Okay.
I should know how this thing was brought about. So thank you so much for
that's what I appreciate. Thank you so much.
The incident that happened, I actually apologize for.
Very well.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for speaking to us. That's Honorable Richard Jan. He's NDC Member of Parliament for Gomoa West. This Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM. A few months ago, the state secured a conviction against a former Maslock CEO, Sedina Tamaklo. She was sentenced in absentia because she was not in the country. Now, we are hearing that the Attorney General's Department has tracked her down and is planning to extradite her. Alfred Tian is Deputy Attorney General. He's joined us on the line. Sir, you're welcome to Eyewitness News.
Thank you very much, my brother.
What do you know as an office that you can share with us in relation to the lady who has been convicted?
Thank you very much. As you already indicated, she was convicted by the courts in Ghana some time ago. And after the conviction, I made it known to the media that we were going to take steps to have her extradited to Ghana. We've actually taken that step, and in collaboration with our international partners, we're able to go at least know where she is, and that very soon, definitely, she may be extradited to Ghana. But it's the issue of going through due process. the American system will have to go through a due process, but all the documentation that you are supposed to file, you've made it available to international partners, and if everything goes through, she will definitely come back to Ghana and begin her sentence.
Do we know where she is? Which country is she in?
She is in the United States of America.
So she has been identified. Now, what is the process? When you identify, do you have to put the person under house arrest, or you have not gotten the what's the word? The concerns of the U.S. government to do anything?
In fact, when it comes to extradition processes, for example, if someone, the fugitive is in Ghana, and you have extradited that person outside Ghana, you have to go to court processes to get a court order. In the EU, they have a similar process there. So what we're supposed to do as a counterpart, we finish them whatever that we have. They're just waiting on them. So the moment they finish with their processes, then she'll be brought down to Ghana.
It's going to be a difficult one, isn't it? It's likely to take months, if not years, isn't it? Extradition is usually a very complex mix, isn't it?
She has a right, definitely. If you even be extradited from one country to another, you have a right to engage counsel. But in this particular instance, there is a conviction, and that conviction was done by a court of competent jurisdiction. But as to the defense that she may want to put up there, I want to rest it for now. Because what I know is that she has to go through a due process in the U.S. and be brought down to Ghana to serve her sentence. And it should definitely be brought down to Ghana to serve her sentence. Very
well. Thank you for speaking to us, sir.
Thank you very much.
That's Deputy Attorney General Alfred Tuanyeboa. This is Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM. When we come back, business news, and then we'll go into our campaign against Galamsey.
Eyewitness News. Be there as it happens.
So Hadia Wache didn't come today too?
Her doctor just left here. She said Hadia went to the hospital and they found out she has malaria.
Why? Doesn't she sleep under an insecticide-treated net?
Madam, as for the net, sleeping under is uncomfortable.
Oh, please. The treated net works, Papa. If you sleep under it every night and throughout the night.
Oh, yes. When you get it fresh, remove and dry it for at least 2 or more days in the shade. And make sure you tuck it under the bed or mat properly. Then you sleep under it.
During the day, tie or roll it nicely to prevent damage and sew up every small hole you find in it.
When your treated net gets dirty, wash it gently with mild bar soap and hang it under the shade to dry. It can be washed 20 times and can last 3 years.
Wow, but the heat?
The heat is mostly from our room. Either our windows are too small or closed, just open for air to enter.
Follow the process of caring for the insecticide-treated net and sleeping under it. Let's all come on board Good Life to eliminate malaria now. Good Life. Live it well. It's an everyday thing. This message is brought to you by Ghana Health Service and partners with support from USAID.
Malaria away. Good life. Live it well. Hey, is that cool? Hey, you've grown into a big boy,
Even Momo is 15 years old.
It still feels like yesterday when we were fumbling with cash and worrying about the way money moves.
Say it again. Now I send money to my AC in the village, pay bills, save money, loan so kakra, investment kakra, at the Momo app.
Shit. How do you think I get the small coins from my bugger pack?
To celebrate 15 years of Momo, you too can win awesome prizes in the Momo at 15 rewards promo. Just download the new My Momo app, continue to transfer and make payments, and you could be one of the 15 lucky winners of 15,000 Ghana cedis and 150 lucky winners of 1,500 Ghana cedis each. So, Ghana, keep celebrating Momo at 15. Offer runs from now till November. T's and C's apply. MTN.
Oh, jump on now. Go. Gugomi, now what time will you come back where I don't hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car?
No, I not change my car. It be the same ride. It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Extradition premium fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so.
This is the type of fuel where they want to. Because now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir.
Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. protector. And what they boss my mind self be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium, they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open them.
Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel?
Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you.
Hey, then make a finish my gobe fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why your hand my gobe inside?
I give you info. Make a fill the gobe too small.
The go-go.
Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
Births and Deaths Registry beckons all of us to forge a future where each birth is duly recorded and every Ghanaian life is cherished and remembered. To help capture these moments, registration is absolutely free for the first day to 12 months after birth. You are, however, encouraged to register within the first 90 days of a child's birth for timely data capturing to help government plan for the child. Ensure that you present a maternal health record book or weighing card for the registration of births. By registering births, we lay the foundation for progress and prosperity in our beloved nation. Our offices are opened from Monday to Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. This message is brought to you by the Births and Deaths Registry under the Ministry of Local Government, Decentralization and Rural Development, supported by the Public Sector Reform for Results Project and the World Bank. Call 030-3941-222 or visit pdr.gov.gh for further details. From the first cry to bidding farewells, everyone counts. Register now.
Get the details. Every significant financial transaction, every market movement, and all the policies that affect your business. Citi Business News. Be informed.
Time now for the Monday edition of Citi Business News on Eyewitness News. My name is Akosia Oche. Let's start off with our headline story. About $50 million will be lost as revenue if the European Union goes ahead to place a ban on the export of produce, including vegetables, from the country due to the ongoing illegal mining activities. Well, this is according to the Vegetables and Exporters Association of Ghana, expressing fears about the significant consequences of a potential ban by the EU on their businesses. Let's hear from President of the association, Dr. Felix Mauli Kamasa.
If you are talking about volume of production in vegetable, you have to look at the export base. So those are some of the issues where we are sending a strong warning to the government that they should quickly come up with a policy in terms of standard and quality, what the measures we can put in place. Then we can able to secure what we are doing. Then we can able to remain in a business.
That was Dr. Felix Mauli Kamasa, the Vegetables and Exporters Association president. Now, the banks, specialized deposit-taking institutions and payment service providers lost an approximately 88 million cedis through fraud activities. Well, this represents a 7% increase over the 82 million cedis recorded in 2022. Here's more in this report.
Data from financial institutions indicated that overall, the count of fraud cases increased to 15,865 in 2023 from the 15,164 in 2022, reflecting a 5% rise. According to the report, an analysis of the 2023 data showed that fraud heightened in fraudulent withdrawals from victims' accounts, cyber or email fraud, and cash theft. Another area of concern is SIM swap related fraud, where SIM numbers linked to banking accounts are fraudulently taken over and money subsequently withdrawn from the accounts. While attempted fraud cases in the banking and SDI sectors declined sharply by 59% in 2023 compared to 2022, the total loss value associated with these cases stood at approximately 72 million Ghana cedis, a 29% increase over the 2022 figure of 56 million Ghana cedis recorded. The report, however, assures that the BOG is taking steps to ensure that identified fraud trends are mitigated.
That was a Business News Desk report. Now, Ghana has achieved Tier 1 status in the 2024 Global Cybersecurity Index by the International Telecommunication Union, ITU, solidifying its position as a leader in cybersecurity globally. Well, there's more in this Business Desk report.
Tier 1, the highest ranking, recognizes the nations that serve as role models in cybersecurity practices. According to the Cybersecurity Authority, Ghana's advanced cybersecurity framework, scoring 99.27%, highlights its leadership in Africa, second only to Mauritius. In a statement, the authority maintains that the score reflects significant improvement across key pillars: legal, technical, organizational, capacity building, and cooperation since Ghana's previous ranking of 86.69% in 2020. The ranking highlights key achievements which include the implementation of the Cybersecurity Act 2020, Act 1038, licensing of cybersecurity professionals, and the protection of critical digital infrastructure. Ghana has also strengthened coordination between public and private sectors through initiatives like the Joint Cybersecurity Committee.
Emmanuel Opon of the Business Desk brought us that report. Now, customers of the defunct gold dealership company, Men's Gold Ghana Limited, say they are yet to get a response from Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia after they petitioned him over payment of their locked-up investment. Over 10,000 individuals lost their investments due to the collapse of the Men's Gold by the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC. Well, 6 years on, the group is still demanding payment of their funds by the government. Here's a spokesperson for the aggrieved customers of Men's Gold, Fred Forsing.
That we are asking for a financial bailout and also that they appoint a receiver that will see to it that customers are paid before the 1st of November 2024. As we speak, we have not had any feedback yet. We even indicated that the assets that have been frozen by the state could serve as a guarantee in the event that government decides to test out. Those assets could serve as a guarantee.
That was Fred Forsing, spokesperson for the aggrieved customers of defunct gold dealership company Men's Gold Ghana Limited. Well, that's how we wrap up the Monday edition of City Business News on Eyewitness News. My name is Akusia Ochedu. Stay with us. Up next is Point Blank.
Eyewitness News. Be there as it happens.
Kojo, I want to learn how to drive.
No problem at all, my dear. I will get Uncle Kofi to teach you. He taught my father and even me.
But Kojo pa, in this day and age...
Don't take chances when it comes to learning how to drive. Your best bet is Freight Masters Driving Institute. Freight Masters Driving Institute has qualified instructors who are dedicated to equipping you with the right skills for the road. Locate our office at Tema Community 5, adjacent Golden Chopsticks, or Tema Community 25 on the Deftraco Estate Road, Ashaleboche, in the same building with Fidelity Bank, Westland, Hato, opposite Starbite Shell Filling Station, or on the Spintex Road, Aviation Highway Hydrophone Estate. Call us on 0303 973 388 or 0267 266 211. Visit our website www.freightmastersdriving.com. Freight Masters Driving Institute. Defensive driving with the right skills.
Are you feeling tired after a hard day's work? Have you lost your appetite even for your favorite dish? Viral Blood Tonic is a nutritionally balanced, pleasant-tasting tonic fortified with iron and vitamins to boost your appetite and energy levels for high performance. Viral Blood Tonic, easy to take and good for the whole family. Viral from Danex Iting Starwin PLC. If symptoms persist after 48 hours, consult a physician. This advert is FDA approved.
Hey, is that Kuku? Hey, you've grown into a big boy, oh.
Even Momo is 15 years old.
It still feels like yesterday when we were fumbling with cash and worrying about the way money moves.
Say it again. Now I send money to my AC in the village, pay bills, save money, loans so kakra, investment kakra, at the Momo app.
How do you think I get the small coins from my bugger pack?
To celebrate 15 years of Momo, you too can win awesome prizes in the Momo F15 Rewards promo. Just download the new My Momo app. continue to transfer and make payments, and you could be one of the 15 lucky winners of 15,000 Ghana cedis and 150 lucky winners of 1,500 Ghana cedis each. So, Ghana, keep celebrating Momo at 15. Offer runs from now till November. T's and C's apply. MTN.
Let your voice be heard on Eyewitness News on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag Eyewitness News.
Broadcasting from number 11, Dr. Martin Lupin at Abraka in Accra. My name is Umaru Sandamado. This segment is called Point Blank and it's part of Eyewitness News. Today, for a 6-hour duration, Channel 1 television broadcast for you a campaign against illegal mining. When we started this campaign in 2017, we were using the hashtag Stop Galamsey Now. Turns out the Galamsey has not stopped. Today we are using I Stand Against Galamsey. So these are two hashtags we're using. And today on Channel 1 television, we brought you a special marathon program, an advocacy against the menace. We had various persons coming into our studio to speak about and against Galamsey. The Ghana Independence Broadcasters Association, GIBA, Primpac, that's a private newspaper association, International Peace Ambassador, Mobile Money Advocacy Group, National Seed Traders Association of Ghana, Ghana Institute of Geoscientists, Medical Laboratories Scientists and Epidemiologists, Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association, University Teachers Association of Ghana, Ghana Union of Traders Association, Peasant Farmers Association of Ghana, Media Coalition Against Illegal Mining, Organized Labor, Ghana National Association of Teachers, Anglican Diocese of Accra, etc., etc. So I want to just bring you a flavor of what all of these persons have been saying today about the fight against Galamsey.
As Anglicans, we make a stand against this evil and demand that our leaders take actions. 1. Enforce existing laws and regulations. 2. Support alternative livelihood for affected communities. And 3. Promote sustainable mining practices. Let us work together to build a better future for Ghana. Let us choose life, not destruction. Let us choose sustainability, not exploitation. God bless our nation and lead us on the path of righteousness. Signed, Right Reverend Dr. Daniel S.M. Toto, Bishop of Accra. Hashtag Stop Galamsey Now. Hashtag Stop Galamsey Now. Hashtag Stop Galamsey Now. God bless you.
GAMS urges the government, stakeholders, and the public to take immediate action to address the health impacts of Galamsey. We recommend an immediate suspension of small-scale mining activities for a broad stakeholder engagement and the way forward. We also call on civil society organizations, associations, and the general public to pressure the government to end the threat using all available legal and socially acceptable means. We call on the government to show leadership in protecting our lives of citizens and future generations. GAM stands ready to support efforts to address this critical issue. We declare our solidarity with like-minded bodies and unions committed to exerting pressure on the government to address the devastating health impacts of Galamsey. We are prepared to support and participate in industrial actions and other legal measures to ensure that our concerns are heard and addressed. Hashtag Stop Galamsey Now.
The GHIJ proposed the following strategic steps to be taken by government and across the corridors of power to ensure sustainable and responsible mining practices. 1. All small-scale mining in forest reserves and in river, streams, our water bodies should be banned forthwith and permanently as prescribed by law. Anyone found mining in these places should be arrested and prosecuted through a fast-track mining court, an environmental court. All mining equipment found in these areas should be seized and confiscated by the states in its pool of machinery. All small-scale mining taking place less than 100 meters from rivers, streams, and water bodies should be banned forthwith and permanently as prescribed by law. Any mining equipment found in these areas should be seized and confiscated to the state, and any person or persons arrested should be prosecuted by the state. Additionally, a temporary 6-month ban should be imposed on all small-scale mining activities outside forest reserves, water bodies, and outside the 10-meter distance to water bodies to reset the system and implement necessary reforms, which includes but not limited to the following. All licensed small-scale mining operations must include a professional geoscientist on their team, including community mining. Both the business owner and the geoscientist should be required to sign off on all activities ensuring compliance with best practices. A joint monitoring and evaluation should be formed, comprising of representatives from the Minerals Commission, the EPA, and the District Security Committee. Mining activity must be co-signed by both the business owner and the registered professional geoscientist, who will be held legally accountable for any environmental infraction, particularly those leading to pollution. By implementing these measures, we, the Ghana Institute of Geoscience, we believe we can restore the integrity of Ghana's small-scale mining industry, protect critical water bodies and forest reserve. The streamline of license process to be fast and easily accessible, which is often delayed at the ministerial level. Addressing this delay will help prevent unauthorized mining activities from occurring in the interim, ensuring that only legitimate operations can be carried out. Hashtag Stop Galamsey Now. Hashtag Stop Galamsey Now. Hashtag Stop Galamsey Now. The National Seed Trade Association of Ghana stands united with all concerned Ghanaians, civil society organizations, and respected traditional leaders in calling for a total ban of all illegal activities and a declaration of a state of emergency. We earnestly advocate for an immediate cessation of destructive practices, followed by a comprehensive assessment of the environmental damage. This will guide our efforts to reclaim and restore the affected lands, ensuring the future of agriculture and well-being of our nation. It is time for a decisive action for the sake of our food and nutrition security, our environment, and the prosperity of Ghana. We urge our leaders to listen, act, and restore hope for our future as a nation. Hashtag Stop Galamsey Now. Hashtag Stop Galamsey Now.
MOMAG urge government to take immediate action on the following. The President should declare a state of emergency over all water bodies and buffer to these water bodies to about 100 meters. Cancel all mining leases that crosses water bodies and revoke LI 2462 that permits mining in the forest reserves. Enforce laws and regulations governing mining activities. Provide alternative livelihood for illegal miners. Support sustainable mining practices. Protect and restore affected environments. Immediately ban the use of champagne and other galamsey equipment and activities. Ensure the safety and security of mobile money agents and our customers. We will not change our position until something is done about this situation. We demand a concrete action from the government to address these critical issues. We hope the government will take our demands seriously to avoid any drastic measures. MOMAC, we stand against Galamsey. Hashtag Stop Galamsey now.
The kings and queens are very delighted to hear in the news that His Royal Majesty, Dastante Hene Utumfo Osetutu II, our life patron, summoned and rebuked and stole about 5 divisional chiefs in his kingdom who were capable by engaging in the notorious Galamsey business. This we heavily applaud. This is leadership by example. Otumfo, Ayeko. We need more of such traditional leaders who are so courageous and up and doing to take drastic action on the issue. Let other traditional leaders and rulers take a cue from to force prompt action to serve as deterrent for others.
Operation Vanguard, which was a joint military police force, was also set up with clear mandates on what needed to be done. With all these concerted efforts, the country began to chalk some success in the fight against Galamsey.
With all concerned Ghanaians, civil society organizations, and respected traditional leaders in calling for a total ban of all illegal activities and a declaration of a state of emergency. We earnestly advocate for an immediate cessation of destructive practices, followed by a comprehensive assessment of the environmental damage. This will guide our efforts to reclaim and restore the affected lands, ensuring the future of agriculture and well-being of our nation. It is time for a decisive action for the sake of our food and nutrition security, our environment, and the prosperity of Ghana. We urge our leaders to listen, act, and restore hope for our future as a nation. Hashtag Stop Galamsey now. Hashtag Stop Galamsey now.
MOMAC urge government to take immediate action on the following. The president should declare a state of emergency over all water bodies and buffer to these water bodies to about 100 meters. Cancel all mining leases that crosses water bodies and revoke LI 2462 that permit mining in the forest reserves. Enforce laws and regulations governing mining activities. Provide alternative livelihood for illegal miners. Support sustainable mining practices. Protect and restore affected environment. Immediately ban the use of champagne and other Galamsey equipment and activities. Ensure the safety and security of mobile money agents and our customers. We will not change our position until something is done about this situation. We demand a concrete action from the government to address these critical issues. We hope the government will take our demands seriously to avoid any drastic measures. MOMAC, we stand against Galamsey. Hashtag Stop Galamsey now.
The kings and queens are very delighted to hear in the news that His Royal Majesty, Dastante Hene Utumfo Osetutu II, our life patron, summoned and rebuked and slew about 5 different chiefs in his kingdom who were capable by engaging in the notorious Galamsey business. This we heavily applaud. This is leadership by example. Otunfo, Ayeko. We need more of such traditional leaders who are so courageous and up and doing to take drastic action on the issue. Let other traditional leaders and rulers take a cue from to force prompt action to serve as deterrent for others.
Operation Vanguard, which was a joint military police force, was also set up with clear mandates on what needed to be done. With all these concerted efforts, the country began to chalk some success in the fight against Galamsey. The turbidity of Ghana's water bodies started improving, and that's helping the Ghana Water Company Limited a whole lot in the treatment of water through significant reduction in costs. The government also initiated moves to reclaim lands that had been devastated by Galamsey. Unfortunately, approaching the 2020 elections, the narrative changed. This time, the National Democratic Congress, in some of its campaign activities, gave assurances that Galamsey activities would not be stopped. Operation Vanguard also exited the field, and the focus of government was more on elections. This led to a downward spiral of the problem until what we see today, where the situation is even worse than we experienced in 2017. We see the videos and pictures circulating on social media, and the situation is looking very dreary.
In order for this agenda to succeed, it is crucial that our members resist any form of influences, whether monetary or otherwise, that could compromise our efforts, as accepting such inducement would undermine our contribution to the fight against Galamsey and the collective effort to protect our environment. We also call on Parliament to demonstrate leadership in this fight, as exemplified by the Asantehene Otumfuo Tutu II, and to act without partisanship, considering only the long-term welfare of the nation. The leadership of PRIMPAC believes that with unity and focus, Ghana can win this fight against Galamsey. We also call on state institutions to act responsibly in mitigating environmental destruction. We urge the strict enforcement of the laws that govern environmental sustainability, economic development, and growth. Additionally, technology should be leveraged to address the environmental challenges posed by certain investment activities. As a demonstration of our resolve to help curb the ongoing menace, PRIMPAC members will in the coming days and weeks actively engage in naming and shaming campaign to expose all those who are involved in illegal mining activities in the country, regardless of their position or influence in society. This we see as a necessary step to ensure accountability and to show that no one is above the law.
We, as associations and trade unions in the health sector, holding collective bargaining certificates on behalf of health sector employees, make the following demands. 1, that the President of the Republic of Ghana should direct a total ban on small-scale operations with immediate effect, whether legal or illegal. 2, that the government of the Republic of Ghana should strengthen regulatory enforcement and resource the relevant security agencies to clamp down all persons who flout the directive and prosecute them expeditiously.
So you're listening there to pledges and statements made by various unions and associations that have joined our call to campaign against the destruction of our water bodies and our forest reserves. On the agenda, which we are using on the social media platforms, hashtag Stop Galamsey Now, hashtag I Stand Against Galamsey. As part of a 6-hour-long program we did for you on Channel 1 television this afternoon, hosted by Fred Duho and Nanatufo Boateng. We just brought you a flavor of some of the presentations that were made. Join the campaign. Stay with us. This is a Relevant Radio always. My name is Umaru Sandamado. This has been Eyewitness News, produced by Kobina Wilson and Sami Uyafi. I did this with Akosia Ochi. Imanolati was the technical producer, Edwin Kwakofi, New Media. We'll be back tomorrow at 17:30 GMT. Thank you for listening. Up next is Footprint with Samuel Atamensa. Good night.